This, I had just took a couple pictures of this right here off Sand Mountain. Let's see if I can see it for you a little bit better. Alright, there you go. We got a dog I got to keep an eye out for too. But we are technically on the freaking main Lee's Gap Road. I don't want to get my car or my dog neither, or whose other dog it is. Pretty picture right there. And we go over here and let me show you another shot I took just a few seconds ago. Let me not, like I said, not get hit by a motor vehicle. Alright. So here we go across from here, over through here, and there's some actually beautiful shots right now. You get off out of Sand Mountain. And forgive me if I cannot get them any better, because like the Storm Chaser says, the tree lines and things block a lot of tornadic view. They also block a lot of pretty view too. So let me see if I can get this, try to zoom it on in for you. There you go. There's some down Lee's Gap, you know, with a big U that goes right straight down that way. You can sit there, if I can get my hand up there, right down through there it goes, and then makes a U. But after you make a sharp right turn, you have to make a real sharp left. But here's the thing. This is 7 years. Ironic. A fire hydrant. Not what I'm talking about, but it's just still kind of ironic. Pretty flowers that lady's got there. That's Mr. whoever it is. I kind of feel it was a woman because the dude can't grow crap. That's a lawsuit. But anyway, there's some pretty pictures of off Sand Mountain, what I could see. And we are technically heading back to the house now. So I'm gonna pretty much talk for a few seconds and tell you what I absolutely think about 7 years ago. Today, I know what I was doing. I mean, except for walking this close to the road, I don't know. Should I walk up here or walk straight? And it's been getting so busy, I think I should walk up here just for a few minutes and onto the side, get out of everybody's hair. Excuse me if you can't hear me. Because I mean, there's, like I said, the cars are zooming by. You know, pretty much know that ain't 45 mile an hour. But aside for the complaining department, today, I mean, like I said, I know what I was doing today. I was walking over the edge of Sand Mountain, taking some beautiful pictures. 7 years ago, the wake-up call that midnight my dad had wasn't a pleasant wake-up call for anybody in the state of Alabama. 7 years ago, you know, when the storm hit Gunnersville, my dad come over and woke me up and pretty much told me to get up. Gunnersville had been hit by a tornado. So I lingered on that day. I'm not going to tell you about the time that the same day that I was an idiot, got on top of a rooftop during a thunderstorm, took the antenna up. I'm not going to tell you that story. But it took 2 cold beers and pretty much a lot of bravery. And I think I just did tell you that story. Anyhow, it goes on that day, and mother comes home, and you know, I thought about that day, even like James Spann last night said, that pretty much that it had put a cap on it between them two time periods, with, you know, the atmosphere could be unstable enough to really to create that oomph. I'm not gonna go in the tractor field, but I can't even say the words. I'm a redneck meteorologist. I just don't say there's tigers in the crowd, you know. Thank God they're not Crimson Tide fans. Anywho, that was just not the same pun to joke, but that's still alright. Thinking about that day, and I have got to absolutely turn. And I think the dogs ran off somewhere. Anyhow, thank God, because it's not bugging me anymore. There it is. Anyways, looking back upon this day, 7 years ago, like I said, my dad come woke me up, and it was a horrible wake-up call. My cable went off. That's why that other story came about. Hey! And I don't know who that dude was, but he just said hi, Clyde, and pretty much confused. I can't nowhere. Instead, Alabama, I go out, somebody going, hey, Clyde! I went to Tuscaloosa 6 months ago, and there's 3 girls that fell in love with me. Anywho, these were women, not college girls. I'd have had to report their ass to Nick Saban. Get out from under me. You know, I'm not going to jump over you all day. You're not a defense. Besides, I've done it 17 times. Anyhow, I don't know if this side's more safe or not. Now if the dog ain't, now it's running into me. Anyhow, there's what the hell, dog? How about get under me a little bit? There's Nina. Get under me a little bit farther, dog. I really appreciate it. I mean, no pun, but you know, I like to fall, trip. Give myself a really big concussion today. Thank you very much. Anyhow, this is the longest I've actually walked, and ever since 1999. Now, let me go back to the darn story. What was that? Now, I can't think too much. Still walking on the highway. And I'm not a Tim McGraw that suggests that going, highway, don't care. Anyhow, there's a Monster Energy shitting me on the side of the road. And beside the ICU, right beside of it, have a Monster Energy too. That's 2 places it should never be. Anyways, like I said, that day, prior on to that afternoon, we've heard about the city of Tuscaloosa. I actually didn't even hear Tuscaloosa got hit by that monster EF4 tornado until the next day. I mean, I was barely wrapping around that Rainsville just got hit by a freaking huge ass tornado. And my ex-girlfriend that lived up near Rainsville at that time said it was a freaking monster. But of course, you know, according to her, she wanted to run out there and record it and then run and hide after the damn thing goes through. Yep, obviously she didn't come from brains. She came from money, but not brains. And no, money does not fix stupid. And not GPS apps neither. I just cannot figure out if does this road take us back to that water tower? And I know y'all can kind of sit in the distance, can't you? Yeah. All right. Besides for that, I'm about to a few minutes, I guess. We'll do a little bit more. Anyways, I didn't hear about Drainsville until Tuscaloosa until the next day. I was like I said, the only thing I know is really I heard about Rainsville, and that was nearly the next day itself. You know, might as well say 12 o'clock nearly. So I might as well say the next day, April 28th. Alright, and I still couldn't even get my head around that. I could just barely even get a radio to work. I did not have no weather radio. I did not have no information. I had battery radio. Well, but in case of an event like that, your local radio station is nothing. So, So, Doc, do you think we should go that way, this way? I think this way. I think the long-term direction, get back up on the highway, and wait till us to absolutely die. Oh, we could go this way. Yeah, let's do it this way. Alrighty, now then, thinking about it, talking about it, that's some pretty sunflowers. If that is actually sunflowers, I'm not quite sure. Pretty pun. And I am outside my mind. Anyways, I didn't even hear about Tuscaloosa until the next day. And that's until the daybreak had occurred. Mom was sitting in her little Toyota Camry that day, and she said, Clyde, Johnny, Roger, y'all come here for a minute. Because me, my dad, and Roger were sitting under the old tree down there behind my trailer at the time. And they said, you got to hear this. Roger said, what are you talking about? Mom said, you've got to hear this. Tuscaloosa, Alabama just got a tornado, just went straight through, ripped through Tuscaloosa, Alabama. So, that was pretty much when I realized that, holy crap. I mean, I couldn't even imagine even a day that, even what I went through, you don't even know what I was even thinking when I laid down that night. Which, technically, I did not actually go through a tornado, so that mine wouldn't tell me that bad. but it was still pretty rough in general. But anyhow, I was like, I could just see people hurt, laying there, and not even knowing what to do. And then the next day, you just hear, not because it's your favorite college, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, just hear a tornado ripping through a place like that. I don't care if you're an Auburn fan, Alabama fan, Arkansas fan, LSU fan. My golly, you could be the St. New Orleans NFL fan. I don't know. But you hearing a tornado hit a city in that magnitude, even if it wasn't as big as Rainsville, and it being EF4 in Rainsville, EF5 in Rainsville, EF4 in Tuscaloosa. It was just the magnitude of it, just everything being more populated there than it would have been. I mean, even Rainsville's a lot populated, but Tuscaloosa's a lot more populated than Rainsville. But believe it or not, 33 deaths, what I've heard out of Rainsville, there's only like 12 more down in Tuscaloosa. I heard Ardmore, whatever that, Ardmore? Not Ardmore. Whatever, like I said, I can't even pronounce the name. I'll show you a picture of it in a little bit, I guess. That community took went to near Coleman, Coleman, Alabama. It took a huge hit. It really done more death totals and then, the most of it at all. I mean, but out of the whole day, there was, in Alabama, I reckon there was 267 deaths, I believe, that was confirmed in Alabama. If I'm not wrong, it's actually on my phone and I can actually look it up right now, but if I'm wrong, just sorry, my bad. That's another way I feel about what happened that day, and this is 7 years later, and you look across this great state. I mean, yeah, you could see things that's failed, trees that's failed. I doubt that, seriously doubt that came from them. If it did, good luck with those people really needing to move a tree. I mean, 7 years, good God, by a truck. Diesel, wait a minute, chainsaw. Well then, that's pretty. Who knows it's in the middle of nowhere, that is still pretty. Alright, so walking up through here, not quite sure where I'm going, but I'll get there someday. And up at the edge of the creek when I'm fixing to stop talking, because I sound like a bunch of stupids. But that's the way I felt about April 27th, and that's what I was experiencing, and the way life is. Never know. Do I ever think that ever happen again? Likely not. Not in my lifetime. But it will happen, but when? Don't know. And I'm not here to worry about when it might happen again. I'm just here today to enjoy the day. And that's what everybody should do. This should be the honor of the day, not to just sit there and focus on that day in particular. It's just the focus you've got a chance to live. And I mean, I've heard a lot of actual meteorologists say that it was their fault for a lot of the deaths that occurred that day. I don't think so. I think because basically human nature didn't think that was going to happen. Not to us. That was something like Texas and Oklahoma. April 27th never in my life had ever happened here. So I mean, that's just, I don't think it's the meteorologist's fault. I don't think it's nobody's fault. But I